are now listening to Lower Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Let's get it.
What? At Tanagra, when the walls fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lower Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. How you doing today?
Season 7 is even better than Season 6.
Season 6, not our best season. I'm not going to lie.
Not even close.
Yeah,
might be our worst.
It might be. I was disappointed with it top to bottom.
Season 1 was bad.
Season 1 was not good. I don't think you can't even listen to Season 1 anymore.
We tried to take them offline. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, someone figures out how to download them.
Yeah, they'll upload it to YouTube or something.
We try to, just like Hillary's emails, we try to delete all that.
We do what we can.
Yeah.
But, people want what they want.
Well, they're on servers in Russia.
Yeah.
Somewhere. So
a couple of cassette tape recordings of them, hard copies that people have gotten.
I've tried to destroy every copy.
Yeah, like I said, we do what we can, but the people can only be held at bay.
Season 6 though, you could still listen to.
Yeah, you can go back and listen to it. Maybe you'll disagree. Maybe you're like, yeah, that's the best season you ever had. But for me, it was a little weak.
I'll tell you this, it is bingeable.
Yeah, you could binge it for sure. It's not going to get you through a long road trip. I guess unless you would put it on repeat.
Well, listen, that's not beneath me.
To put it on repeat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put lots of things on repeat.
Sure you do. Like what?
Well, movies all the time.
Yeah.
I've watched for the last month,
Uh-huh.
Return of the Jedi, going to sleep.
That's your new nighttime movie.
Yeah, and it's my least favorite Star Wars movie.
Do you always start it at the beginning?
At the very beginning,
Uh-huh.
and I don't make it to the pit.
Really?
I fall asleep while they're still in Jabba's palace.
Wow. Someone who loves you very much.
So, it's fun. Repeat. What was I going to say? Oh, I told our mutual friend or co-person that we know, Cece.
Co-person we know.
I don't know if she's... she's my friend.
She's my friend.
Is she?
I'd like to think of her as a friend.
Okay, so our mutual friend, Cece...
Sure.
She has 2 little kids. One of them is like age 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I told her the other day, because she came up to me and tried to tell me 4 or 5 jokes. I told her a couple, and I said, Pete and Repeat are sitting on a fence.
Mm-hmm.
Pete falls off. Who's left? She looks at me.
Are you telling me she's never heard this?
She's never heard it. And so
where's she been?
I don't know. With parents like that, who knows?
Wow.
But listen, 3 times, the 4th time she got it, she starts laughing. And she turned around and started asking me. And so for the last 3 or 4 times I've seen her now, she comes running up to me and is asking me that question.
She's trying to get you?
Yeah, well, she just thinks it's hilarious. But, age 5 or 6, you know what? Not Harrison, Teddy comes home from school yesterday.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. This is Cece's daughter.
Yes, not Cece.
Okay, now this is
our mutual friend's daughter. No, Cece's a grown woman.
I know this
She's
is
heard
why
it before.
I was so surprised. I was like,
no, it's her daughter who's
okay,
5.
All right, now I'm with you. And then you said she's running
like she's running up to me. Hey,
I'm like,
wait,
maybe
is this the same Cece?
Did she fall on her head? Okay, no, I got it.
No, her 5-year-old daughter.
5-year-old daughter. All right, now it's making sense.
Jeez.
It's fun to be the first person that shares that with someone, isn't it?
It is. It's
great. You don't get that opportunity very often.
I take advantage of it every time I get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then Teddy came home from school yesterday, and he was all excited for learning this. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he?
Yeah.
And he said that they did that at school, and everybody, all of his classmates, turns and looks at him.
Oh.
Because, people call him Teddy Bear.
Sure.
Fuzzy,
Big
Teddy.
Day. Big day.
Yeah, big day.
Yeah.
He said he was laughing, and,
I could see Teddy liking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he?
Hmm.
So the other couple things that they had picked up was the other one was how much wood could woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Classic.
Mm-hmm. Can you do the Sally sells seashells by the seashore?
It's hard. Sally sells. Nope.
Try it again.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can you do it any faster?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Purple circles is hard for me.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Purple circles 10 times fast. Purple circle, purple circle, purple circle, purple circle.
No, I can't do it. It's the R's that kill
After
me.
a while, it turns into popsicle.
I have a speech impediment that I've overcome, but it's every
you?
once in a while it slips back, and I can't pronounce my R's. But
and purple circle.
purple circle is.
I mean,
just,
it's a tough one.
It's just asking to be pronounced wrong.
Yeah. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Honestly, I'd forgotten about Fuzzy Wuzzy. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that
I'm glad kids are still doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do they still sing 99 bottles of beer on the wall?
We did.
Yeah.
On the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they do the stomp, stomp, clap on the
yeah.
bus?
Yes. My kids do that like in the van.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still a thing. So there's another thing.
Do they sing the wheels on the bus?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's something inappropriate I want to run by you, but
Okay.
I don't know if I want to do it on the air.
I don't know if you want to do it on the air either. I'd follow your instincts on that one.
Okay,
It's
my
a family-friendly
gut says-
podcast.
My gut says don't say it.
All right, then follow your gut.
It would be good for a good laugh.
You want to pause the podcast? You tell it to me, and then
Yes,
All right.
seriously, let's pause it because if it's appropriate,
All right.
we'll let it rip.
I'm pausing. And we're back.
So you're ruling on a scale of 0 to 10,
Uh-huh.
10 being inappropriate, and
Yeah.
0 being let's talk about it.
Okay, and let's just say our cutoff is at 5.
Yes. So if it's anything below 5, it's like we'll talk about it. Might make someone feel uncomfortable,
Sure.
But
We're
if it's-
we're not trying to be PC.
No.
But at the same point, some
There's-
things
there's
make it
kids in the
above
car.
the cut line.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so where would I put this one?
Uh-huh.
I'd put it like a 6.5 to 7.
Okay.
I mean, definitely over the cut line.
but it's close.
But it could be worse. There's no doubt about that.
They'll be on our premium podcast someday.
Sure.
You have to pay
Happy
lots of
do
money
it.
to
Lots
listen
of
to
money to do it. We'll
Yeah.
say all the words you want us to say for the right amount of money.
Well, for the record, I won't give it away, but it was something we used to call people.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate.
It was inappropriate.
It was inappropriate then. Mm-hmm. It's inappropriate
Yeah,
now, but
it's
culture has changed
More
too.
inappropriate now than it was then, I would say.
Is it? Was it?
Yeah, I know. I feel like then you would say it and you'd be like, okay, Johnny, don't say that. You know what I mean? But now you'd be like taking a psychological testing
that is
or
true.
something,
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're in season 7 of the podcast.
It's
and
a great season.
Couldn't be happier about it. I
Best
don't know how
season.
long we'll be in season 7. We might not ever leave season 7. We might stay in
I'm okay
season
with that.
7
Seven's a
forever.
great number.
10 years from now, we might still be in season 7.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, we might go to 8.
So, for the record, when do we change seasons?
When we feel like it,
Okay.
historically, I don't think there's been
no
any-
rhyme or reason to it.
None.
For a while there, we changed anytime there was a format change.
Yes.
So, we
Mm-hmm.
did change song. Like, we used to do 8-bit
Yeah.
stuff, intro.
Which I really liked.
I did too, but we didn't want to get in trouble.
Right.
And then Davey C gave us our intro.
And
that was a brand new
the
season.
show was birthed anew.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And then we ended with different types of music from time to time. I feel like the format we're at right now is pretty solid.
I don't see any reason to leave it.
Yeah.
We'll be doing it when we're 80
Hopefully,
on
the
golden
beach somewhere.
chairs with golden microphones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing?
Maybe we should move to season 8. All right, we're going to do what we do every episode, and we're going to go through our 3 and 3.
Okay.
And so every week, we both have 3 things that we're just rip-roaring and ready to talk about. So what is your first?
This is a newspaper article that I saw online.
Uh-huh.
A missing woman.
Okay.
Missing woman mystery solved.
I think I may have seen this.
Did you see this?
But tell me.
A group of tourists spent hours Saturday night looking for a missing woman near Ireland's something
Is it
canyon.
Iceland?
Yeah, Iceland. Did I
Okay.
say that Iceland?
You said Ireland.
I'm sorry, Iceland. Only to find she was among the search party. The group was traveling through Iceland on a tour bus and stopped near a volcanic canyon. Soon there was word of a missing passenger. The woman, who had changed clothes and didn't recognize the description of herself, and joined in the search. But the search was called off about 3 a.m. when it became clear the missing woman was in fact searching for herself.
Now, when I read that, I had couple of thoughts. One, it's totally something I would do. And two, hell would freeze over before I admitted that I was the person we were all looking for. I'd be committed to that. I'd search all night, all week, all month. I don't care.
I agree. I would not.
I would
up to
never
that.
give in. And if somebody
guys,
called me on it
I think that's me.
at 3 a.m, there's no way I would do that. Now I'd search as long as if somebody figured it out and called me on it, I would be like, "Are you serious? Like nobody ever told me. How was I supposed to know?" And I would play dumb. But yeah, there's first definitely something I would do. And definitely would never.
No, you cannot.
I mean, maybe right away. If you away realize,
like,
wait a minute,
wait a
wait a
second.
minute,
I
we're
just
looking
changed
for
my
me.
clothes.
This is funny. Hey,
I was wearing a blouse
within the
earlier.
first
I'm
5
not
minutes.
anymore.
Yeah. But once you hit 3 a.m, I don't know the cutoff. I think it's midnight, maybe. But once you hit 3 a.m,
what if someone said, "Hey guys, I switched my clothes.
Yeah.
We were actually," but it really wasn't. She was just tired of looking.
sure. Oh, that's a different layer of
that's a
the
whole-
story.
yeah.
She's like, listen, I can just say, because this, whatever we're
Listen,
looking
it's
for.
3 a.m. I'm tired.
The ship has sailed. We're not
Yeah.
finding this person.
She probably
That
found
may
the
have
volcano.
happened, but let's just assume that the story is what it says it is. You think they all had a good laugh about that? You know what I mean?
2 or 3 people did.
Later, in the moment, you're just a little upset.
Like, are you kidding me? What in
yeah,
the what?
I'm supposed to be on vacation. I'm supposed to be relaxing, and I've been looking for you with you for the last
In a
5
volcano.
hours. Yeah, no. How do you think she finds out? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
She's probably starting asking now, who were we looking for, and what do they look like?
Wait
How
a second.
long do you think she found out? Like, how long do you think she waited? Do you think she waited? Like, do you think it took her an hour or a minute? Or, like, did she say to me, wait a minute, I think we're looking for me. Or,
I don't know that.
or do you think she was, like, just turning in her head and then, like, maybe at 2 a.m. realizes?
I don't know.
And by
Because-
3 hits, she's like,
But
yeah.
what if, like, as you're looking for someone else, someone that you were talking to earlier is like, wait, you were wearing something else earlier. Yeah, I changed.
Yeah.
That's who we're looking for.
Yeah.
Like, someone had to have
Sure.
crossed paths with her because she wouldn't just wake up to that idea.
Right. That's the end of the sitcom where you shrug your shoulders and look at the camera
Like,
and the camera freezes.
Yeah.
Sit, boo-boo, sit.
Good dog.
Sha-na-na-na. That was really funny.
Yeah.
I felt bad for her as somebody who would be in that situation, but
No, I could totally see how you'd be in a situation like that.
yeah, I've probably been in a situation like that. All right.
That's my first thing.
My first thing. What is my first thing? Oh, I just think it's funny that the Browns are like surprised that they're not good this year. Everybody thought that they were going to be good, and
Including you.
am I a lifelong Browns fan? Yes, I am. But
even
I think I'm on the record as saying, no, they're the Browns. Let's not count our chickens before they're hatched here. The Browns are not good, historically speaking. And I know everybody's excited about Baker Mayfield, but you know what? They were excited about Johnny Manziel, too. And before that, they were excited about the guy before that.
The difference is the Browns went 3 years without winning a game on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield comes in, sets the record for rookie touchdowns, and wins 7 games. And he
Yeah.
didn't even start this season.
Yeah.
And so there is
I'm just saying,
optimism.
it's the Browns, and I'm pretty sure 5 years from now that this conversation is going to happen. You remember, what was that guy's name?
The guy from Oklahoma.
He Butcher Junefield. Butcher
No, wait. It was Mayfield. Butcher Mayfield. Baker Mayfield.
Candlestick
that's what it was.
maker.
The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker.
Yeah, remember that guy? Oh yeah, he was supposed to be really good.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened to him? Oh, DUI. Oh yeah. Okay.
Domestic violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because they're the Browns,
Yeah.
and the Browns aren't good,
Well,
and they're not going to be good anytime soon.
listen, I'm still holding out.
The only time that the Browns have been good was when they moved to Baltimore and changed their name to the Ravens.
You are a Browns hater.
Listen,
I'm a lifelong Browns fan.
I'm
You
rooting-
are not.
I'm a
8 months.
pragmatic Browns fan.
No.
I see the truth for what it is.
You've never been a Browns fan.
It's fun to win.
You're a
but
lifelong Bengals fan. You hate the Browns. I love the Browns. I've always loved the Browns. Going
I'm
back
just
to Bernie
trying to go
Kosar.
all into Cleveland because I like Cleveland.
No, I get it.
And I'm trying to
Listen,
like
if
the
you're
Browns.
gonna bite if you're going to be a Cleveland fan, if you're going to bite the worm on the hook, you have to realize that this is what we do.
We get our
hope for
hopes
the
up.
best. Yeah.
Boy, as an outside observer for as long as I was, it's hard for me to,
As a Browns fan, I identify with Charlie Brown. I'm going to kick that football.
every time.
Every time. And every time I miss.
Right.
But you know what? I'm going to kick it. This
Yeah.
time, I'm going to kick it.
And right now, Baker Mayfield is Lucy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You
Come on,
would say,
Chuck.
no, listen, you're not going to pull the football. I'm not going to kick it. And you wouldn't kick it.
Yeah.
A true Browns fan would run up there and try to kick that football.
Yeah.
We've had it pulled away, and it's going to be pulled away again. I get it. But one day, I'm going to kick that ball. It's going to happen.
But you can't be surprised that they're not good, right? Like, are you genuinely surprised? Yeah, that the Browns aren't good.
So I've watched every game.
Oh.
Have you? No, the answer is no, you haven't. Okay, I have, along with my family, because we're all Browns fans.
Uh-huh.
And they don't look horrible.
Last week I said, wouldn't it be fun to go to the Browns game? I made that statement.
We haven't recorded in like a month.
I said it to my wife.
No, so they played the Rams this last week. And the Rams are good.
Yeah, St. Louis, they're really good.
And it went right up to the end. Mm-hmm. And it was 4th and goal. Like, it really did go right to the wire.
Yeah.
And so I didn't feel bad about this loss. The previous week, they probably should have won. And then they won the week before that. So it's not doomsday yet.
Yeah.
Although the next, 5 games, we have the toughest schedule. Every team we play is, undefeated.
Sure.
So it's going to be tough.
It's the Browns.
But
It's
honestly,
what they do.
The Central is not great.
The Ravens are pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not great.
think
That was my iPad here. How do I shut notifications off?
Well, you can just mute it by pressing the mute button.
Done.
I don't know if anybody heard it. So I don't really have anything else to say. And you're right. Have I watched the Browns every minute of every game this year? No, I haven't. Have I watched 1 minute of one game this year? No, I haven't. But I see their record.
They're not as bad. Honestly, I just think if their offensive line was a little bit better, it would make a difference. And I'm telling you, when Kareem Hunt comes back, that's going to make a difference. He's an explosive running back.
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Was he there last year in Cleveland?
He's here now. He hasn't played.
All right.
He's out for the first 8 games.
You going to sign Antonio Brown?
I would.
Him and Odell Beckham Jr. on the same team.
And Jarvis Landry?
That'd be pretty nasty.
The 3 of them, I mean, that would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
But the guy's a crackpot. He's a cancer in the clubhouse.
Well, you also have Odell Beckham Jr. on your team. So
That is true. You're only allowed 1 cancer, though.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
All right. Jason, what's your second thing?
So my second thing, China is on the leading edge of a new technology.
Usually.
Yeah, lately, I would say so. Yeah, for sure. They are starting to figure out how to effectively use a brand new crystal that they've manufactured and discovered to make laser weapons.
Freaking laser beams.
Yeah, so here's the thing. It is a legit weapon now, but it requires so much power and energy to produce this laser.
Right.
It's almost not worth it.
Yeah.
Because explosives are just cheaper.
That age-old problem.
Right? I'm telling you.
Yeah?
This crystal, they're able to transfer the power and produce this laser weapon extremely efficiently. Right? So, my question is this, and it's very simple.
Okay.
If you can control the color of the laser.
Oh, sure.
This is really critical. Like G.I. Joe, it's red lasers versus blue lasers.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. I mean, green is an option. Mm-hmm. I would say purple and yellow would be other options. Mm-hmm. Orange would be an option.
Silver.
Yeah, I mean, basically any color. Except, I don't know if black would work. Black would be weird. A black laser? You don't see a lot of black lasers.
I've not seen it.
Traditionally, you think of lasers as red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking red. When you were saying laser, in my brain, I was thinking of a laser being shot or
Yeah.
whatever, and I was seeing a red laser.
So my question is this: should we choose, if we can, what color of laser gun we have?
Like what color? You're
Yeah,
asking
what
what
color? What
should
color
be?
should that be?
I think it should be red.
100% red.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this:
Mm-hmm.
should all countries have the same color laser gun?
Oh.
So if we ever fight China,
Yeah.
is it red lasers versus blue lasers?
I mean, we're not gonna though adhere to that, right? Like
Well-
there's gonna be some tomfoolery happening, where you're gonna switch the color. I assume there's a button on the laser gun.
Yeah, you just flip it, little
Yeah.
toggle switch.
Red, blue. It's like the that pen that's got the clicks.
Oh yeah, little clickers.
Yeah. So you try to push them all down at the same
Or
time.
if I never did that. Or
How
like
did
in
you-
Star Wars,
Yeah.
you can set your phasers to stun
Yeah.
or kill.
Yeah.
So maybe different color lasers do different things. So if it's a
Sure. Mm-hmm.
blue laser, it's a stun.
So
a
the
red
lowest.
laser,
What's
obviously,
the
is skill.
lowest?
Yellow.
Yellow is like a
Caution.
ow.
Like ow.
Yeah, that's the.
Why'd you shoot me?
All right, so I'm gonna just say a random color. I'm not necessarily scaling up or down.
Okay.
Okay, and you're gonna give me the reaction that will happen
Okay.
when you get shot. So yellow.
Ow.
Okay. All right. Purple. Okay. All right. White.
Don't.
All right. Red. So death.
Death.
Okay.
Red is death. It's blood.
Blue. I mean, yellow was ow.
Yeah.
Ow. So a little bit more.
Yeah.
Brown.
It's a poop laser. It makes you poop.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Okay, there it is.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. So it's not, you don't just decide on one color. It's
No, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the different color lasers ought to have different reactions on the body.
yeah, like the brown laser causes immediate
Explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, right. I mean, that sounds like just a fun thing to play with. You know what I mean?
Just
to
carry it
go-
around at Cedar Point.
Yeah, just shoot it at
Columbus
people.
Zoo.
Yeah. Take it to a football game, when Tom Brady's dropping back all of a sudden.
Put a scope on that. You can pinpoint some people out.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
that's definitely the way to go. During a political speech, maybe.
Well, maybe we should rethink yellow then.
Oh,
Maybe yellow, you pee your
yellow
pants.
causes urination.
Yeah.
I feel like orange. We didn't do orange. That may be vomiting.
Okay.
Okay.
I say green would be another potential vomit.
Maybe boogers come out of your nose.
Yeah, I like it.
I feel like we've hit a good vein here.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. This needs to happen.
If you shoot a laser into space, does it ever stop?
I don't think so. Unless
So,
it ran
like,
into the sun. It was absorbed by a
all of
black
the-
hole. Or
All of the laser battles that have happened in space over the millennia.
Eventually they'll hit
Shouldn't
us.
there be just lasers just flying around everywhere?
Space
like
is pretty big.
Every
Space
laser,
is pretty big.
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You tell me once it wasn't aimed towards us?
Yeah, but it's far, far away. It's not just far away. It's far, far away. Eventually it will hit us.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably like 3,000 lasers right now just barreling towards the Earth that were fired, 20 light years ago.
Space is pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, the odds are that we would get hit by a laser.
Yeah, 'cause
Unless
it
it's a
should never-
gravitational pull,
Uh-huh.
like towards a black hole or a sun,
Well, that'd be
and
the
the
same
laser
thing with
gets,
a bullet, right? If you shot a bullet in space
it would go until something stopped it.
forever.
'Cause there's
Here's
no
what I don't
gravity.
understand about space travel, by the way.
Okay.
Your mind is more mechanically, I don't know, leaning, I guess, than mine.
Okay.
So they always talk about like space travel in these movies, and we only have so much fuel to get to such and such a place.
Right.
Because there's no air in space and there's no gravity or whatever, like, wouldn't you just need the initial push, and then once you're going, 1,000,000 miles an hour, you just stay at 1,000,000 miles an
The
hour?
problem is warp technology warps gravity around you. It's a constant flow of gravity manipulation,
Okay.
pushing, thrusting from the back, and pulling from the front. So it's a constant force. It's not just a one-time push.
That's warp. But if it's not warp, like when they're going to,
Well, you can continue to accelerate.
you can just accelerate more. But what are you accelerating against? If there's no air, you're not pushing against anything, right?
Well, I mean, the speed of light is pretty fast.
Okay.
Like we can't reach it now, but we could continue to increase that speed.
So it's like kind of like pushing somebody on a swing, right? Like you push harder you're not like you just
It's
keep
not
on
taking
giving
any more force, but
Right.
you're letting the gravity carry
Right.
with it to
Yeah.
increase that speed.
Right.
Now, quantum travel is a whole different scenario.
Of course.
This is not warp technology. This is not just regular speed technology.
Yeah.
If Einstein's theory is correct,
Which we pray to God it is.
E equals mc squared. I recite that every day. As
Energy equals mass
times
consumption.
gravity
Squared.
or weight, something like that. But here's how it works. The closer to the speed of light that you get, the infinitely bigger,
Yes.
and the equation also works infinitely smaller, that you become.
Right.
Because it's the mass associated with the energy that's provided.
Of course.
So if you could go at the speed of light,
Right.
or even surpass the speed of light,
Yeah.
you potentially become infinitely small, and then you infinitely reappear when you shut it off, therefore transporting you from point A to point B without traveling in between. It's like you're instantly traveling between two spaces at once.
If you can go the speed of light.
Surpass the speed of light, yes.
Surpass the speed of light.
Because
Does anything in nature go faster than the speed of light? Or is that
tachyons.
Tachyons?
Tachyons go faster than the speed of light.
What's
What's your second thing?
My second thing is I discovered a guy. He's a Canadian psychologist. His name is Jordan.
Like nobody's ever seen him before? You've discovered him.
Oh, I guess discovered is not the right word. I have.
Like he was just wandering around in the woods.
Yeah, he's a Canadian
just
psychologist wandering
yeah.
around the woods that has many YouTube videos. Anyway, his name's Jordan Peterson, and I just wanted to tell you that I think you would enjoy him.
That's your second point?
Yeah.
What's he talk about?
Well, he got in a bit of a hullabaloo. Some people are upset at him because he refuses to use people's preferred pronouns.
Like genders?
Yes,
Or like titles?
genders. So he'll refuse to, if you're like, he refused to, like, I guess he would refuse to call Caitlyn Jenner a woman.
What would he call me?
He'd call you a man.
Not an it. Not
No,
like
no,
gender
no,
neutral.
Yeah. Yeah, he just says it's ridiculous. You're a man biologically or you're a woman biologically unless you're part of like the 0.0001 that are born with both, you
Right.
know.
Or neither.
Or neither. But basically everybody on the earth is either a male or a female, and there's nothing you can do biologically to change that. And so no, I'm not going to agree with you, and it doesn't make anything better. And that's not his only thing, but he said that, and he got into some trouble, of course, in today's world.
Politically correct.
And I mean, I think his whole thing is like, well, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not telling you can't do that for yourself. I'm not telling you can't do
Right.
the surgeries that you want to do or whatever. I'm just saying I'm not going to agree with your. It's not productive for me to agree with you when you're wrong. And so he got into some trouble for that. But he said a lot of things, and he's very pragmatic.
Okay.
He's not an atheist. In fact, he's debated Sam Harris, who is a pretty famous atheist, about the existence of God, although he's not, I don't think technically, like, I think he calls himself, I think he calls himself a Christian, but maybe not even. Like he
believes in an infinite power.
He believes
a creator.
in, certainly God, and he puts a lot of stock in the biblical narrative,
Right.
things like that. And he would be critical of a lot of other religions. So maybe he's a Christian, but he certainly believes in God. And he debated Sam Harris about the existence of God. And he's a pretty intelligent person. And if you look him up on Facebook, he'll be at like colleges speaking, or he'll be interviewed by people in the media. And he really kind of takes him to it. Like he really has no problem kind of embarrassing them. He's
Yeah.
a super intelligent guy.
Yeah.
His name is Jordan Peterson. And I just thought you would like him.
Okay.
And appreciate
How do I
him.
find him?
I mean, YouTube.
YouTube.
If you just
Jordan
YouTube
Peterson.
Jordan Peterson,
Okay.
Jordan Peterson Destroys will come up, because it's
Okay.
always like Jordan Peterson destroys Australian newswoman. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because she'll get mad at him or whatever
Okay.
and try to. So
I'm surprised that's not your Netflix suggestion of the week.
Well, I mean, it's just random YouTube videos. I wouldn't even know what to tell you to watch.
Now, I sent you a random series of videos on Facebook.
Of these 3 guys that are dancing at some sort of outdoor concert venue.
Festival thing.
And they're just kind of doing some basic moves,
Yes.
nothing too crazy. And there's a YouTube or a Facebook page that is dedicated themselves to the task of
Every day.
every single day they release that same video with different music.
It's pretty great.
It's
I'll post it on the...
That's a big commitment.
I'll post it on our Lower Road page.
And how long have they done this for?
I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
I just stumbled across it randomly the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was cracking up laughing. I watched like 30 or 40 of them.
Pretty great.
It is pretty great.
Pretty great.
And
Yeah.
these knuckleheads, like,
This
they're
is-
not even good dance
This
moves.
is why the internet exists.
There's
for
a phrase
things like that.
that I want to teach my children. Fools' names.
Should I pause the podcast again?
No, not for
Okay.
this one.
All right.
Fools' names and fools' faces are often seen in public places. You act like an idiot, especially in today's world.
Yeah.
It's going to get captured
That's right.
and possibly used against you.
Right.
Fools' names and fools' faces
Yeah.
are often seen in public places.
Yeah.
Don't be an idiot. And if you are an idiot, don't do it on film.
I think they were pretty high.
Based on those dance moves, yes. They were absolutely high. On life,
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they should be embarrassed by it though.
I don't know.
You would be embarrassed?
On that, listen, these
mean, it's
kids
not
are
like
like, they're 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
When he's
They're not doing anything
45 and
totally-
applying for a job at a lawyer's attorney's office.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, is this you? I'd be pretty embarrassed. Yeah, I was an idiot. I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
I did a lot of stupid things.
Yeah.
I'm glad video cameras were not prevalent when we were young.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Can you imagine the stuff that would be out there?
Yeah. Just when I think about all the stupid friends that I had, like what they would have done with the camera. Can you imagine?
I know.
And just the desire to be famous, the insatiable desire
Yes.
to be famous. They would have killed themselves.
Yes.
Like something would have
We know at least a dozen people.
at least one.
We know of a dozen people, more your friends than mine,
Sure.
that would, possibly not be alive today.
Uh-huh.
Or in jail,
Yeah.
or critically injured to
Yeah.
some degree.
Yeah, all because they were trying to get more
Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You've seen that Johnny Knoxville, like the MTV Jackass.
Sure.
It would, like, we were around stuff like that before it was videotaped, before
Right.
it was a thing.
Yeah, we were doing stuff like that just on a
Just
dare.
stupid. Yeah,
Yeah.
I dare you.
Yeah.
My kids got off the bus today. They said, we're playing Truth and Dare on the bus. Like, yeah, don't play that game.
That's a bad idea.
It's just a
That's
bad idea.
bus game
Yeah.
idea. Just sing
On many
99
different
bottles of beer.
Listen,
It'll
just stick
get
to
you
the beer.
home. Yeah.
Stick to the beer.
Yeah,
99 bottles of beer.
You'll be fine.
I need to teach that to my kids.
Do you?
I will.
Next road trip. All right. What's your third thing?
My third thing is this. Recently, in the last, I don't know, couple weeks, the Broncos found a sponsor to their stadium.
The Denver Broncos?
The Denver Broncos,
Okay.
not
Idaho
the
State?
Idaho State Broncos.
Okay.
This is the Denver Broncos. It's called Empower Field Stadium.
That's
It's like
American football, right?
American football.
Okay.
Yes. And some energy company, whatever. They
Uh-huh.
pay $1 billion to put their name on a stadium. So there's
I
lots
never
of...
got that, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not in advertising, but it just doesn't seem like return on
It
investment.
seems like a waste of money.
But I guess these people know more than I do.
Do they? I don't know.
I don't know. They're making more money.
Listen, the point I want to make is this.
What is the point you want to make? Would you just get to it?
Yeah. If we could place Lower Road Radio, name a stadium, Lower Road Stadium,
Right.
right? Mm-hmm. What stadium? Or let's do a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
The Mount Rushmore of stadiums that we could brand as Lower Road Stadium.
First one that comes to mind is Tottenham.
Brand new stadium.
Brand new stadium.
It's in London.
They're using it. It'll be used for Olympics one day. It's going to be used for NFL games.
Yes.
It'll be used for the biggest rugby games.
It's world famous.
Yeah, the biggest soccer games. It's an epically big, awesome, brand new stadium in the middle of London.
Top of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, and Tottenham is the team.
Yeah,
of
that'd
Lower
be
Road
pretty cool.
Radio.
Tottenham playing at Lower Road Stadium.
That would be sweet. What do we got to put down?
Probably
to
$1
do
billion.
Okay.
I'm a little short.
Yeah. Right now, I'm going
Right
to need
now,
some help.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if all of our listeners all pitched in,
If they all gave like
if everybody in America gave $3,
$3, we could make this happen.
we could make this happen. Yeah. How great would that be?
Listen,
There's a couple things I'd rather spend $1 billion on.
it's kind of what I was thinking. If we could raise that kind of money, I feel like it could be put to better use.
Yeah, absolutely, it
Yeah.
would. We'd build our own stadium.
Yeah.
Why would I put my name on your stadium? Why could I just build my own stadium?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Having said that,
Yes.
Tottenham is one of them.
For sure.
Listen, we're actually not spending real money on this. Mm-hmm. This is the ones they're just offering to us for free. Mm-hmm. Right? We can put our name on 4 different stadiums.
Okay.
Tottenham is one of them.
All right.
I think Yankee Stadium should be one of them.
You think so?
It's New York City or Madison Square Garden. It's classic, epic places. Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. No. What I was
Historical
thinking is,
value.
I don't think Fenway has ever gotten a sponsor, have they?
I don't know.
See, to be the first sponsor of Fenway Stadium, I guess it could cause some anger because nobody would call it. They would only call it Fenway. Like they're going to call it Wrigley
Well, Yankee Stadium's
forever.
Yankee Stadium,
and Yankee
right?
Stadium's Yankee
Yeah.
Stadium. So if they referred to it now as Lower Road Radio Stadium,
Well, Yankee Stadium, sponsored by Lower Road or whatever. I don't know. You could come up with a different name.
yeah,
Or maybe they changed the street name in front of it to Lower Road.
like Lower Road Radio Field.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yankee Stadium, Lower Road Radio Field.
Right.
Lower Road Field.
Lower Road Field.
Yeah.
All right. So Tottenham, Yankee Stadium. What else?
Cowboy Stadium? Dallas?
That one's pretty big.
It's a
and
great-
a lot of stuff happens there.
Yeah, it's a great stadium. What about, is there something in like Beijing or Tokyo?
Well, I was thinking Indian cricket is a pretty big deal
Ooh.
in India.
But I don't know any stadiums over there.
Yeah,
Just
I know
pick the
like the
biggest one.
Mumbai Indians are a pretty big team there in Mumbai.
Okay.
I watched a documentary about it. So
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just don't know their numbers, but I know there are a lot of people in India.
Okay, so let's go.
And people in England and Australia watch Indian cricket.
Okay.
So
Mumbai
Mumbai
Field,
Stadium
Mumbai Stadium,
or whatever they play in.
Tottenham,
Tottenham,
the Yankees,
and Dallas.
Dallas Cowboys.
There it is. I was watching some guys play cricket in downtown Columbus in the little open field,
Yeah.
whatever that little area is. And I felt like a kid again because I wanted to ask if I could play with them. But I just didn't feel
Were
like
they
I
wearing
could.
their white uniforms?
No, they were just guys like they were
Just
wearing like
goofing off?
business clothes and stuff.
Okay.
But I mean, a couple of them were obviously Indian, but then there's just a couple of white guys that you could tell were not athletic, and they were like teaching them how to play and
Right.
kind of having fun and stuff. And they had the wicket set up and all this stuff. And I don't understand cricket, but I understand it. I know as much as those people.
There's a ball and a bat. And you
yeah,
hit it.
and the guy is swinging, and he's no good swinging the bat. And I'm like,
Right.
well, I think I could do good at this.
Yeah.
You know, and they're doing the pitching thing, and it's not going that fast, and they hit it off the ground. I'm like, I think I could be really good at this, and I really wanted to ask if I could play, but like I just couldn't. I just couldn't bring myself to. Hey guys, could I play? I don't know.
Can we get our local Y here to start a cricket league?
Cricket is so confusing. I watched this cricket documentary, the Mumbai Indians cricket documentary, for the entire season. I watched the whole season of it. It's
Like,
actually
what,
pretty
10
good.
episodes?
Yeah, 10. Let's say 10 episodes. I
Okay.
don't exactly know, but let's just say 10 episodes. Follows the team, ups and downs, all that kind of stuff. And I am quite sure that I understood cricket less at the end of the documentary than I did at the beginning. The scores don't even make sense because it's not like there's like a standard score.
I'm sure they do make sense.
No, because one time it's like we won 10-9, and the next game it's like, oh, we lost by 75,000 wickets. I'm like, what?
I'm sure it makes sense somewhere to somebody.
I think it's a big joke. Like, I don't think it's
What's
like
a joke on the world?
I think it's a giant joke on the entire world. Like, they're just kind of like, they all go into the locker room and like laugh, like
75,000 wickets.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's
Yeah.
like that video that I posted, the English sports thing.
I cannot get enough of that.
I want them to make it more. I would watch that for like 5 hours. It's the most relaxing thing I've ever seen.
Relaxing and confusing and hilarious all at the same time.
And you just want to figure it out, you
Yeah.
know. But and I watched a lot of this documentary, and I've seen it on TV
You know
a
what
couple
we should
times.
do?
I've really
we should
tried.
make our own documentary about a made-up sport.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's do it in our free time.
We got like 35 minutes. We can.
What if
punch it
we create a podcast around a sport that doesn't exist, but we follow like the
Okay.
league?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we create teams. Like what country should this sport be in? Like it has to be a country that's populated enough
Well, I think
that they
like
could.
Lithuania.
You said that like it was a given.
Lithuanian. It's also big in Romania. It's called Chatterbox.
What's the popular? I don't know. I feel like I want like a bigger population than
I don't know, because
Lithuania.
it'd be easier to prove that it wasn't true at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
Transylvania?
is that a real place?
I think it's a
I
real
don't
place.
think it is. That's
I think
where
it is.
Isn't that where Dracula's from?
Yeah, it's a real place. It's near Romania. It's in the Eastern Bloc.
You're big on the Anias right now.
Lithuania,
Yeah.
Romania, Transylvania,
Okay.
or like what about like Belgium?
Belgium's good. I
Yeah.
like Belgium.
Okay,
That's good. I like that.
it's a legit country.
So this is just this is a sport that has overtaken the country of Belgium.
It's
It was
sweeping the
created
nation.
in
That's right.
Belgium, but now it's kind of like a hipster sport that people are like kind of like ironically getting into.
Yeah, grassroots.
Yeah, and so you said Chatterbox?
Well, that's when I thought it was in Lithuania.
Okay.
I mean,
so-
Belgium. I might have to rethink this.
And like something chocolate related, maybe?
In Belgium?
Belgium chocolate. That's a thing.
Okay, so what about?
I mean, I don't know if the word ball should be in it or if it should just be a random thing like cricket, you know?
Okay.
Or just like a nonsense word.
Lorcax.
Lorcax.
Yeah.
Okay. Lorcax. Lorkax?
Yes,
Or
Lorcax.
CKS. I think it should be CKS.
Well, whatever would make more sense in Belgium.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lorcax.
Lorcax.
And
So Lorcax is a sport
yeah.
that was
It's-
invented in Belgium,
Right.
primarily among college students.
And I don't think in a podcast we should talk very much at all about the particulars of the sport. Like we should be as vague as possible with
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
And then we just find like the biggest 10 cities in Belgium, and we treat it like it's its own Premier League, and we talk every week about how, oh man, like
Well, Thomas Lauren just hit that the ultimate ball the other day.
yeah, that was the first time.
I mean, an
since-
American hit the ultimate ball.
Yeah.
It's the first time it's actually ever happened.
Yeah.
Their team still lost,
Well,
but
yeah.
I mean, come on, how often does that happen?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess the unfortunate thing is that he injured his ear, which we all know is so important. You know,
come on,
I
yeah.
mean the right ear at that.
He's
so
gonna be
I mean,
out.
left ear, you're like, okay, fine, but right ear,
He's
I
going to be
don't
out
know.
like at least 3 trimesters.
Yeah, right. Can you name one city in Belgium?
Luxembourg.
Antwerp.
Huh?
That's the biggest, I guess.
Well, that's that's
So yeah, I feel. Brussels. There you go. Brussels is obviously so. The Brussels Bangers would be the biggest.
yeah, the club team.
Yeah, the biggest club team in the country. But you know, you've got some other teams that are like the Antwerp Anteaters. You know, or should we go like soccer, like Antwerp United?
There you go.
Yeah. Like they call the Brussels, they refer to them as the Bangers, as in like they
Yes.
refer to the Gunners, like Arsenal's the Gunners.
That's right.
But it's like Brussels, the Brussels.
Lord Clack's club.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lorcax.
PLC.
Lorcax. All right, let's do that one too. I feel like that's going to need a little bit more preparation, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. All right, my third thing and final thing before we move on to the Netflix suggestion of the week is I have become convinced, partially because of my number 2, because of Jordan Peterson. I heard him talking about social media. I think some people can handle social media very well. It's not a big influence or hindrance in their life. They don't find themselves emotionally or
consumed by it.
Yeah. Right. I think must be a weaker person. I just don't think it's good for me. Social media,
Because of the negativity?
I get angry at things I shouldn't get angry at. I find myself getting jealous about things that I shouldn't get jealous about. I find myself just living in a world that doesn't exist. I find it to be something, Facebook, that just invites me to waste time. I also know more about generally people's lives than I care to know about. I feel like for all of human society up to this point, we didn't know every single thing. I didn't know that you had just like a super good banana yesterday or something, like I feel like it's just too much information. Now, I'm not saying it's evil or that everybody that's like whatever enjoys it is wrong.
I enjoy it.
I feel like there are certain personality types, and I think I've been realizing that I'm one of those personality types. I just don't think it's good for me. Like emotionally, mentally, it's just not good for me. And so I wanted to delete it. Not just delete the app, but just delete my Facebook account.
Yeah.
But I can't because I use it for work and
Right.
So I need to be connected to Facebook. And so instead of and because I really would, if I didn't need it, I really would just delete my account completely. Because I don't care for it. So instead of that, I did something that was a lot of fun for me. I unfollowed everybody and everything on Facebook.
What about me?
Yeah, don't follow you.
What?
I don't follow anybody or anything. When I pull up Facebook, it says start your Facebook journey or something
What?
like that and find friends or something like that. Or it says can't reload or can't refresh or something like that. So I can post things that I need to post. You know what I mean? I can stay on top of.
Why wouldn't you want to see my stuff?
I don't see anything. That's the point.
What
because
about
it's
our
a
sister?
distraction.
How's
I
it a
unfollowed her too.
distraction?
I unfollowed everybody
Why?
because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
How are you hurting their feelings by looking at their stuff?
No, by like, well, you unfollowed everybody, or you're like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not following.
But people don't know
I'm
that.
treating everyone
Nobody
the
would
same.
have known that unless you said something.
Well, now you know it. Now everybody knows it. I've
I'm
actually
a little
had-
upset that you
I've had a
unfollowed me.
few conversations about it. I just don't want to be on Facebook anymore. I would have deleted it.
You
And
don't have to unfollow people. You just don't have to turn it on your phone.
That's my problem. I'm telling you, I have a problem, and I get on Facebook and I just scroll.
You're like
And
a
I-
Facebook alcoholic.
Yes, and so like an alcoholic can't go into a liquor. Like you're not an alcoholic,
No.
So you can go into a liquor store
Every day.
right? But alcoholics can't,
Right.
right? I think I'm like the Facebook equivalent of an alcoholic. I just can't do it.
What about Instagram?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, Instagram doesn't like. I don't scroll Instagram or care about it as much. I mean, I post things on Instagram because I like the Vesper filter, But if I could find the Vesper filter somewhere else, So yeah,
You act like Dog Patch doesn't even exist.
Dog Patch. That's. I mean,
who uses Dog Patch? Come on.
yeah. What's the worst one?
Dog Patch.
1977.
Or Nashville. I think Nashville's overused.
Yeah. The X Pro.
Oh, X Pro 2.
Yeah, X Pro 2. I feel like it's a little. I'm Clarendon or Vesper.
There's like a
Gingham?
Gingham. Yeah, I use that all
That's
the time.
a really good one.
That's a great one.
There's another one close to Vesper on my list that I like. I usually just straight to Clarendon because it just brings out the colors a little bit more.
Clarendon or that Gingham.
The Gingham's good because it's like
It's a wash.
a bit of a fade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it brings it down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Or Moon if you're going black and white.
Come on.
What are we talking
No,
about?
I do Inkwell.
Oh. You can leave.
Inkwell's where it's
Moon
at.
is far superior.
And if you hit Inkwell twice, well, any of them,
Yeah.
you can adjust the scale.
Well,
so a lot
of
of
course
times,
I adjust the scale, Jason.
Listen, a lot of times I'll do Inkwell, but pull it back to 80%.
First of all, Moon is the
Of the black and white, Inkwell is infinitely
no, it's
better.
not.
No, it's
no. Moon is the best.
no, it's not.
Yes.
No, Inkwell brings out the blacks.
No.
It does.
Maybe, but Moon looks way better than any of the other black and whites.
Listen, there are 3 black and whites.
Inkwell, Moon.
Inkwell, Moon. I don't know the other one because it doesn't even deserve consideration.
Yeah,
That one is obviously third.
obviously.
Moon is second. Inkwell is first.
I mean, I don't know about any of this, to be honest with you. All right, I'm gonna find out what it is.
I feel like maybe before the show's over, or as soon as the show's over,
this is right in our wheelhouse.
Come on.
Instagram filters. Clarendon, great. Gingham, great.
Yes.
Moon. So Moon is the third option. That just shows you that they think it's great too.
The weak-minded people immediately stop it. Oh, it's black and white.
What do you-
Go all the way.
It's black and white.
No, it's black
Lark.
and white.
What do you feel about Lark, Reyes, Juno, Slumber, Crema, Ludwig,
occasionally I'll do Slumber.
Aiden, Perpetua,
Uh-huh.
Amaro, Mayfair, Rise, Hudson. I'm going to go Valencia, X Pro 2, Sierra. Willow is your other black and
Yeah,
white.
I don't
There it
ever
is.
use Willow.
Willow and Inkwell.
Inkwell's where it's at.
Inkwell looks more like an old school black and white picture.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. But Moon, like, I don't know, Moon brightens it up a little bit more, I think.
Well, once again, I think it washes it out. And there's a time and a place for that. But Inkwell instantly transports that picture to a whole new time and place.
Inkwell makes it look like a picture that was, like a photograph that was taken.
Right. And if you
Yeah,
double tap
60
it and
years
bring
ago.
it back to about 80%, it's like the perfect
I'm
filter.
going to double tap it, bring it back to 80%.
Look at that. I'm telling you, that's where it's at.
You ever use the border? You ever do that?
You know, I used
They
to.
used to have creative borders, but now they're all white.
Yeah. Do you like lo-fi?
Lo-fi is fine. I like the other one that I was thinking about is because I do like Vesper. Stinson.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Stinson's
Yeah.
pretty close to Gingham.
Yes.
There's a similar
Gingham
feel.
is better.
I like Stinson. I mean, I swear, if I ever post anything and I use the Kelvin filter, you can just come to my house and just take my phone away from me.
I think you were telling me a while back, teenagers today don't use any filters.
Yeah, filters are like, you're like a loser if you use filters.
I
apparently.
don't have a picture that doesn't have a filter.
Now, why would you not use a filter? Not only do but I also edit the picture heavily.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I go up and down on the brightness. You know what I mean?
Contrast.
I give it a little bit of structure, turn the saturation up a little bit, but not so much that it looks like everybody has a sunburn. You know, like I spend some time on my pictures.
Yeah.
So yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I could mess with Instagram all day. So yeah, I like Instagram for posting, but I don't scroll on it. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I didn't do it to single you out.
Does our sister know this yet?
No.
I'm going to talk to her tomorrow.
Okay. That I don't follow. Tell her I don't follow her on Facebook.
Yeah, that you unfollowed her on Facebook.
But we're still friends on Facebook,
Are you?
so she can see my stuff.
I'm going to unfollow you.
Fine.
You don't follow me, I'm not going to follow you.
Fine. That
You
doesn't hurt
post
my
all you want. I'm not going to see it. It just seems very unfair. Why should
Unfair
I have
to
to see
who?
your stuff if you can't see my stuff?
Then unfollow me. It's a
think
free
I will.
country. All
This
I know,
hurts my feelings.
Listen,
I like Facebook.
I wanted
I'm
you
not
to
addicted
find.
to
I
Facebook.
wanted you to hear it from me. Okay. I actually am a little bit worried that at some point some kind of hack is going to come out and people are going to be able to find out.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, I started unfollowing people a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like anybody causing me grief. But then I just decided to unfollow everybody.
You're
and
an equal
I feel,
opportunity unfollower.
I feel lighter. I feel freer. My mind, I've been thinking, like, I've been able to focus more. I'm telling you, like, Facebook was like a disease for me. And I wasn't even on it, like, because I have like I can look at my screen time and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I was on it for like an hour a day. I wasn't, you know. But I don't know what it was. Like when I was on it, it was hurting me mentally. And I am like, I think clearer now. I would encourage anybody who shares my, infirmity to do the same. It's okay. Disconnect,
Well, I'm just saying it's okay to connect.
And that's
I find
okay
my life
too.
is better with Facebook.
I feel and I feel like, comparing it to alcoholism honestly is not. Now obviously the damaging effects of alcoholism is, I guess driving while Facebooking is not safe.
That is true.
But obviously alcoholism is a lot worse, but I do feel like there's a parallel there where it's like there's some people that are like, yeah, I don't drink, but like I know it's totally cool if you do or whatever, like it doesn't bother me that you do. I'm not saying it's evil for everyone,
Well,
but I know for
like,
me it's
I don't
no good.
use Snapchat.
Sure.
I've tried. I can't. Like,
Yeah,
I don't get
don't.
it.
I have
like-
it because when the kids and Eric and the kids are out of town, they like to use Snapchat, and so they do all the crazy filters and stuff, and do all that stuff. So
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
if
use
you
it,
want
like,
to do
once a
Snapchat,
year.
do Snapchat.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's fine.
whatever. I don't do
care.
any of it. I just want to completely disconnect. In fact, I was researching like minimalistic phones. There's this phone out there that it's the shape of an iPhone kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And it's just real simple screen, black and white, and it's got talking, texting, and an alarm clock. And that's it.
It's called just a cell phone.
Yeah, but I want to be able to text faster. Like, I don't want to have to like do a flip phone and do the like click, 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 click. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I want to be able to text like quickly, like I can do now. See what I'm saying? So that's why I like that one. It's called the Light phone. They've just put out the second version of it, and it looks really cool. And
It'll be fine until they start adding more features.
I know, right? Like, I was telling Eric, I was like, it's kind of perfect, but like if it just had an like a calculator, and I mean, if I could put my calendar on it too.
It'd be great if there was a camera that I could just take some
yeah,
pictures.
if I
'cause
could
then
do a
have it on
camera,
my-
yeah, because I need it as a camera. Like, honestly, since it has a camera, though, I'd like to be able to post those things on Instagram. So if I could just, I guess I'll need like Instagram and Facebook too. I mean,
And
I
I
think
need
about it.
Bluetooth because if I'm going to listen
Right.
to
Yeah, because I need
Yeah.
iMusic on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that too. You know what I mean? But I do want it to be minimalistic, But, I mean, I would like to be able to play games every once in a while.
and I don't want to use all of my data, so I have to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, right. I feel
So you basically have an iPhone 11 Pro.
I'd like it to be bigger and like HD,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I want to watch Netflix on it.
Well, if I want to take a picture, like I need a macro lens where I could take something up close, but then a lens that I can take something from far away.
Yeah, right, yeah. So I just wanted to, as a public service announcement, I just want to say it's okay.
So what do
To
you do on Lower
disconnect.
Road Radio Facebook?
Oh, I don't follow Loud Road Radio on Facebook.
Do you post on Lower Road Radio?
I could. I don't because I don't see anything on Facebook.
How are we going to grow the show?
This is how we're growing the
This
show.
We need people to tell people about it.
You know what?
Will this alone do it? I don't know.
I just feel like I'm a better person for the show because
How do you
don't.
get your content?
I watch the news every morning
You're an
and I
old
watch
person.
a lot of soccer.
You gotta.
I read.
Yes, you have instantly like aged 35 years.
Yeah.
You're like 75 years old right now.
I'm better for it, I think.
Are you?
Well, time will tell. So far, so good. Now, I can always go back and refollow people. That's an option.
That's true.
So, maybe I'll do this for like a month or two, and then I'll just go back and follow a select few. Who knows? Stay tuned. Jason may or may not make the cut.
To me, family and close friends
Uh-huh.
is automatic.
Yeah. I know, but but then you start getting to like, well, what's a close friend? And what's family? Are you even my brother?
Okay, so that's our 3 and 3.
Uh-huh. So now we go to the ever-present Netflix suggestion.
We've done this from the very beginning.
Yeah,
this is
this
the one
is-
part of the show that's never changed.
That's true. That hasn't changed. 'Cause
Although
we're-
at one time we did have a jingle.
Yeah.
You have your guitar right there. Can you remember it?
Let me try.
I mean, I know I'm putting you on the spot right here. Oh, adjusting the
I think
capo.
I had the capo way up. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus.
Or Amazon Prime or
I
something
feel like that was
that.
close.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, it was probably better.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So my Netflix
Yeah.
suggestion of the week. The Great British Baking Show has a brand
gotta
new
talk
season.
about
listen,
this.
listen,
We
listen.
have got some stuff to talk about.
Listen, it's a brand new season.
I know.
Okay. We have a problem in our family. It's being released once a week on a Friday.
When I saw that there was a new season of the Great British Baking Show. I peed my pants a little bit, and then I called the family into the living room.
Yes,
and I said,
but not you didn't Facebook message them because you don't have Facebook.
And I said, get comfortable because there's a new season of the Great British Baking Show. And we watched episode 1, and we're like, okay, we're into it.
Yes.
I know who I like.
Yep.
These are my early favorites. That guy has to go. All of that stuff. And then I go to turn on episode 2, and I'm like, it took me straight to back to season 4 or whatever. And I was like, wait a minute, what? And okay, I had for like 5 minutes. I'm like, well,
it's there.
I must be missing something. Did a little bit of research. Find out they're making us wait
every Friday
like animals.
I know. What's the point of Netflix if you can't binge watch something the day that it comes out?
I honestly don't know.
This bothers me.
It bothers me too. I want to binge it.
What is their advantage to posting them once a week?
Yeah.
There is none.
So instead of binging Great British Baking Show, I'm just watching another episode of Frasier. Which I don't mind.
I mean, you're not scrolling Facebook, so...
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Ha ha! Been watching a lot of Frasier lately.
Miles Crane?
Niles. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little upsetting. I'm not going to lie.
It bothers me.
No, there is nothing...
So where are you at right now?
Well, so that's the thing. We're trying to decide, do we wait and then watch a bunch of them in a row, or do we watch them as they come out?
We're watching them as they come out.
We would have, but Abby is like, don't watch them without me, and just the schedules have not worked out.
Yeah,
and so I think have watched the first 2 episodes, and that's it.
Okay, so we're 4.
Yeah,
I think they're 4 in, and we're all 4 in.
Yeah,
but I have to wait 2 or 3 more days before it comes out again.
There's no thing on television that makes me feel like the Great British Baking Show makes me feel.
I 100% agree.
It's like whatever. It's like dopamine. It's straight just happiness.
And I'm telling you right now, when they switched the crew around, I was upset.
Oh, yeah.
I like this crew better.
You're so Prue over Mary Berry?
I'm Prue over Mary Berry.
Wow.
And listen, and the host, these hosts.
I like the blonde host.
I like the dude
The
too.
old blonde host better. She was my favorite.
Okay.
The old blonde host was my favorite. I don't mind the new people. I don't mind Prue, but I much prefer Mary Berry over Prue. Mary Berry was my favorite, especially when she said, it's just a bit higgledy-biggledy. I always liked that. But, it's fine. It's fine. I don't dislike it.
It's a bit informal.
Yeah. It makes me so happy.
It does.
We have some friends that came over a couple weeks ago, and she made something out of the Mary Berry cookbook that's from the Great British Baking Show.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I loved it. It just the show makes me so happy. It just makes me happy. But I don't feel like I can go back and watch the old episodes because I've seen them already.
Well, I'm curious, 5, 6, 7 years from now, there might be an option.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because you'll probably forget, I guess.
I'll forget.
Yeah.
I have a horrible memory. Well, it's part of the reason we watch stuff over and over and over. You guys maybe not so much.
Yeah, I mean...
I know it's different.
There are some things that we watch. We'll watch Marvel movies.
Frasier again.
Hey, listen. I love Frasier.
So the other day you sent me a link, speaking of something watching over again. Mm-hmm. I will watch Star Trek The Next Generation anytime that I'm passing through, and I'll just stop and watch it. Mm-hmm. You sent me a link.
So it's my new favorite thing to listen to.
Yeah.
It's on Apple Music. I don't know if it's on Spotify. I assume it is. So it is... basically all of seasons 1 through 4 of Star Trek: The Next Generation music, like all the background music that happens throughout the
every
episode.
scene
Right. Everything.
Right.
And I did a little bit of research. The guy's name is Ron Jones. Ron Jones did the music for seasons 1 through 4.
Okay.
And then they fired him to bring in other people, and the new people that they brought in were just more like synth pads,
right?
Just like layered, kind of like field sounds. Rather than music with like notes and melody lines and all that kind of stuff. And he's been very critical. Ron Jones has been very critical. And there's a bit of a controversy because the guy that was running the show said that Ron Jones's music was getting in the way of the show.
Yeah.
And so that's why he got rid of him. And then now Ron Jones has been critical of all the Star Trek music basically since. He said that the Enterprise, the theme for Enterprise was better suited for a WNBA game.
Ooh. Ouch.
Such a good quote. But anyway, I listened to it for like 12 hours straight the other day.
Yeah.
And you could just click on the next disc, like every disc or whatever album.
Yeah.
Every album has like 3 shows on it.
Okay.
You know? And so you just listen through it, and it is tremendous. It just puts you, it makes you feel like you're in a Star Trek episode.
Does Q have his own theme?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I'm also not like watching, because some of the tracks are like 50 seconds long, you know?
Right.
So I'm not like watching them as they're happening.
gotcha.
So I don't know what they're, you know.
I just feel like everybody's going to have their own theme. Q
Yeah.
would be a great one.
But
The
like-
Borg would be a great one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he probably does.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it just, because you're just going through an episode, so there's like, it's just really pleasant to listen to, especially if you're a Star Trek fan. And I didn't know the backstory on the seasons 1 through 4.
Right.
And so now I want to go back and watch at like season 4 and season 5 back to back.
And see if there's a big
and
difference.
see the
yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Because, you know, all I know is that these things I love. And I love the album covers, too. They look fantastic. They look like almost like a baseball card
Yeah.
feel from like the 1990s.
Well, you sent me a thing, and I was trying to figure out. I couldn't figure out where I could find it, and then
Yeah.
I found a couple playlists on Spotify.
Okay.
It sounds like what you're talking
So
about.
what you're looking for is the Ron Jones episodes
Okay.
or seasons 1 through 4
Gotcha.
albums.
Gotcha.
And there are like 20 of them, and
Okay.
it's really good.
I'm all in.
All right, but that's not my Netflix suggestion of the week.
Okay.
My Netflix suggestion of the week can be found on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It is called Take Us Home, Leeds United, or Leeds United Take Us Home. Anyway, it's about Leeds United soccer team, football team in England. And it's like Sunderland. What's the name of that one? Sunderland.
Till I fall. Till I die.
Till I Die.
Yeah.
It's like that, narrated by Russell Crowe,
Okay.
which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know. And it just follows you. Now, Leeds United was in the original Premier League when the Premier League started in like
96 or something?
whatever
94?
year.
Yeah.
I want to say 94,
Yeah,
maybe
something like
92.
that, yeah.
Leeds was in it, and not only were they in it, but they won it a couple times.
Okay.
They were like a perennial top team. Like
Right.
they'd be considered a Big Six now, you know.
Right.
And of course, they kind of had a fall, and now they're down, and it just follows them wanting to get up to the next league, and it's really, really good.
Is it as good as Sunderland Till I Die?
I feel like Sunderland Till I Die is like if I
The
give
production
Sunderland Till
level.
I Die a 10,
Yeah.
I would give Leeds United a 9.
Okay, so it's close.
Yeah.
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 Every day, I'm telling you, Dan, every day
You check.
I check to see if season 2 of Sunderland
then
Till I
watch
Die.
Leeds United will
Okay.
fill that role
Leeds
for you.
United.
Leeds, Leeds.
Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds
Okay.
United, Bring Us Home, or something
Okay.
like that. It's really good, and like I said, narrated by Russell Crowe.
10 episodes?
Something like that.
Okay.
They're long episodes. They might not even be 10 episodes, but each one of them is like an hour and a half apiece.
Okay.
So
A lot of content.
I've been working my way through it, but it's something that I watch by myself. My wife and kids are not interested in it.
Yeah.
So
My wife loves Sunderland Till I Die.
Yeah. So I'd like to get your feedback on it,
Yeah.
but I've really enjoyed it. So
Okay.
that is my
I'm all
Netflix
in.
suggestion
I will
of
watch it
the
for sure.
week.
Yeah. Well, that's season 7.
That's a show. Season 7 starting off with a bang, as far as I'm concerned. So stay tuned for 7.2.
Yeah.
Maybe next
Maybe we'll
next
just jump to
episode will be
8.
8.
What if we bypass 8, go straight to 9
Go straight to 10. You know,
or 72?
we do what we want to do. Maybe we start with a numerical system. Maybe we go to season A.
Ooh. Well, that would be numerical. That would be.
What did I say?
You said numerical.
Alphabetical system. You know, maybe we go to season A.
Or what if symbols?
Yeah, like
Season
Roman
square.
numerals. Or season square. Yeah, sure.
Season triangle. Season octagon.
Yeah, we can do what we want. We're the
Dodecahedron.
makers of our own destinies.
That might not be a good thing.
We are the dreamers of the dreamers. All right, well, this is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo boo, sit. Good dog.